If you think America's two-party system is dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. Every weekday morning, I try to do a little video that I hope will encourage discussion, thought. I love a good discussion. I hate the partisan arguments. I hate the parties, meaning both the Democrat and the Republican. They have no authority to run our government for us. They sell back policies because they consider us ignorant sheeple. And people support them. That's what blows my mind. Anyway, I shared yesterday the personal experience that was an absolute change of life for me. I was involved in political fundraising for the Democrat Party. At the time, I thought they were actually Democrats. I drank the Kool-Aid. I, 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 I jumped into the trench. But my job to raise money was a real bad thing when Jimmy Carter was president, because Jimmy Carter was not only unpopular with the Republicans, he was very unpopular with a lot of Democrats. And so I was going out and raising money, but not having much success at all. In fact, collecting a lot of abuse. And then go back to Bismarck and be accused of not doing my job. It was a very uncomfortable position to be in. And I shared the event that really flipped the switch for me. But the other lesson that I learned is how it really works. See, when I couldn't get the checks, even though I said the right things, was very nice to people and personable, I had no political clout. I was just a 25-year-old kid. But if I could set up a meeting with that same potential donor that wouldn't give me the check, with either Art Link, who was a very popular governor at that time, tongue-tied this morning, or Byron Dorgan, who was also very popular as a tax commissioner and went on to be House and Senate representative from North Dakota. Now, these people had some clout. So guess what? The checks came out. And now they were very personable with them, because that's what it's really about. It's about access. And, these politicians are going to remember where that money comes from. And so now this whole system is reinforced by the seniority system, in that once they have that establishment, they set up a relationship between those special interests, their lobbyists, their sometimes even the CEOs or the leaders of the companies that have contributed. And see, that's the other thing I forgot to say, is it's very hard to track where this comes from, because they have members of their boards of directors and their leadership team of their corporations contributing individually. That way, it's very difficult to track where it comes from, and very commonly they'll contribute to both sides, because it doesn't make any difference who won the election. They still want access. And so that's the real irony, is for the people that are so entrenched in the trenches, and what's going on between the two parties is so important to our future. Well, our future is under the table, people. They're going to make sure that it keeps going, because the politicians and the people who support them, the special interests, they are all gaining wealth. Okay? We're not. We're the sheeple. Well, with the seniority system, what I started to say is once they know each other, there's a relationship. They don't know you out in the district unless you're a strong supporter, probably, but they know who's giving the money. And they have access. So now they get favorable regulations. Regulations can be used to keep out competition when they're correctly written. And very commonly, it's only the big companies that have a legal team that can take care of it. And so the little guy is commonly who's knocked off. You can have overall legislation that affects the entire industry that can also be set up to your benefit and eliminate your competition. And then there's outright government contracts. All in all, billions and billions and billions of taxpayer dollars that are rewarded for those same people who contribute to both the Democrat and the Republican Party. It's pure corruption. I cannot support it. That's why I do what I do. I don't care if I'm alone. Hopefully I won't be. Hopefully there'll be other people who will say that, no, we don't tolerate this corruption either. And so, all the surface stuff I ignore for the most part. It's a disaster. It's a disaster that will always be won by special interests, and citizens will always pay the bill. Can't support it. So let's change it. Let's talk about how to change it. Oh, yeah. And I'm supposed to be showing you my book, and I keep forgetting. This is Political Cocaine, How America Got Hooked on the Two-Party System and How to Intervene. And I hope you'll consider that. And I also hope you have a great day. Remember that every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So I hope you will open that present carefully today and look at all the little nooks and crannies, because there's good stuff in there. I hope you have a great day and a great discussion.